Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Man United agenda. And it is Manchester United 3, Brentford 0. Hello, everyone. As always, welcome. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Man United agenda. And Manchester United 3, Brentford 0. And as always, I'm solo. I'm joined by Rebel and OMONDI. How are we doing, guys? How are we feeling?
Yeah, doing well.
Yeah,
I'm feeling fantastic. I mean, after watching that game on TV, I would have liked to be at the game for this one, watch this live, because I'm sure everyone who turned up today would be so excited and have that warm feeling in their stomach about the football that was played. It was really nice. I'm sitting here enjoying it and skinning, really happy. And I can't imagine how it must be watching that live. Really good performance by every player on that pitch, and especially a couple, which get to it later on. But yeah, I'm happy. How are you feeling, Rebel?
Yeah, look, it's great to get the win, finish the season on a victory at home. But I suppose I can't help but feel that we shouldn't be getting carried away about this result. It was a Brentford team that were very much secure in where they were in the league, didn't have a lot to play for. So I suppose it's a great result. Some players played very well, and we'll be talking about that as the show goes on. But I suppose I have to take it with a pinch of salt in regards to the period of the season that we're in at this point.
For me, again, it's a strange thing, isn't it? Sort of like with this channel now, we've been on this channel almost a full season now. And from where we started to where we are now, it's such a massive difference when you think about it, because it's turbulence, isn't it? We had all the turbulence for like the Europa League final. Then we're sort of where we are now in the Premier League. It's literally, it's a topsy-turvy season at Man United for the last 2 seasons with us. But as a channel, we're positive and we're negative. So, good criticism, bad criticism, that's what it's all about, really. And we come on the channel, no matter win, lose or draw, we smile. That's the main thing. That is.
But you say that really nice words, and it makes me sort of sentimental when you say things like that. I get emotional because it has been a long journey for us. We have been through it all. We've gone to to the lowest of lows and a few small peaks of highs, throughout the season. But today was nice. Give you a nice warm feeling, and I'm not going to have any sort of play it down or anything like that. I know when you play mid-table, you have lacking motivation. You're gonna have to play for it. But I thought Brentford have represented really well, and especially their manager as well. They said that we were lucky when me and Errol went down to watch the game at Griffin Park, or the old Griffin Park. The manager said they were lucky. We were lucky to get away with a win there. So it's nice just to seal it and just hush up.
Keep quiet. But like I said, guys, it's sort of like I was sitting there thinking today when I was watching sort of the game and things like that, and I was thinking I'd love to get like little clippets from where sort of like some of the games throughout the last like beginning of the season till now, just get us on it from the channel and just see what the emotion's all about and just put it up on the channel. That would be absolutely box office.
Rebel will end up crying because he'd get emotional too. And Rebel, with a name like Rebel, he's so tough, and he's so brutal sometimes. He slaps me about off stage, with his lyrics. But I think Rebel would even get emotional watching a little montage like that, It's historic. It's historic for the Man United agenda, what we've been through.
Absolutely. Guys, gone, Rebel?
Absolutely. I just wanted to give my agreement. Obviously, as a channel, we have grown very much over the last 12 months. Very much thankful to our supporters that come show in, show out, and watch us and engage with us in our football discussions. And I just want to highlight Battime because he is only glancing in. He said, sorry, folks, got other commitments tonight, but I'm delighted with the performance, and I hope everyone got up, clapped Matic and Matic off, and that's Battime with Vaughan.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So guys, we are going to go straight into it, and we are going to start up with the team lineup here. Guys, what did you make of the team lineup? Let's go to Rebel. Sort of the team lineup, really. What did you make of it?
a lot of sense there in terms of the lineup. I suppose the big discussion point was whether or not Rashford would maintain his starting place, and I think rightfully a call was made to take him out the firing line. Whatever's going to happen in the off season to get him back mentally on track, it's obviously going to have to take place. But it was the right call today to take him out of the firing line. I have no complaints with the starting 11. I think Lindelof and Varane have proven to be our best centre-back pairing throughout the season, even though they have not been without their own sins. Dalot and Telles, by necessity, were obviously going to be the wing backs, so there was obviously no competition there. There was a question of whether Fred would return to the starting lineup in the centre midfield. It was obviously felt that it was a little bit too soon for him. And again, the only real call as to what was going to take place was whether or not Rashford was going to play. And we did see then from that starting lineup, he didn't.
On Monday?
Yeah, I always compare the starting lineup to what Solo's 11, you know, just because I always think maybe Solo's got some inside informer, you know, informing him, giving him the speculation about what the side would be. I know, but you were close, I think.
Yeah, I was,
almost. Yeah, pretty close this time. The only thing was obviously Matic played that we weren't expecting that. But I'll just talk about the shape quickly. I think as we saw against Chelsea, we gave them a lot of space. Reece James was killing us. He had so much space to play in. I was quite content with that because I felt we were quite compact against Chelsea. And I think against this new system of 5-3-2, not new system, but a lot of teams seem to play it. Wolves, Tottenham, Atletico Madrid. And we have struggled to give other teams space. So when we set up against Brentford today, we knew that they would be getting space, wide areas, and that's something we had to deal with. So Rico Henry, for example, he was getting up and down and getting a lot of time on the ball, and Eriksen had the time to pick him out a lot of the time. So I thought, the only question mark for me would be, would we change our system? Or not the formation, to maybe go to a 5 at the back. We've done that a couple of times. It hasn't really worked out. But overall, I'm pleased that we kept with the lineup, the same shape as well, what we're familiar with, and the guys were well drilled and probably had to communicate to avoid the situations that we had against Chelsea, to avoid the situation we had against Atletico Madrid and Wolves, where they had overrun us in midfield. I think we've done pretty well. When we talk about the first half, the second half, I think we've done pretty well in that respect. So I'm really happy. Elanga, obviously, he's starting over Rashford now. That seems to be a positive, you know, for him. Is he better than Rashford? Maybe, you know, you start to think that. And I agree with, I have to agree with Rebel that maybe Varane, you know, when I look at the game today, I don't remember Varane, and that shows he had a good game. He's strolling out there, picking up the pieces, intercepting, that kind of thing. And you don't hear him through the screen. Same with Lindelof. Those two played really well. They have to take a bow as well. So, and Telles as well, he's been going for a lot of stick, but he's our only left back, unless you wanted to play Fernandes. But I didn't realise they apparently the under-23s played yesterday. So I was expecting maybe I would have liked to have seen 3 or 4 youngsters get a game. But obviously, it's the result that matters.
Yeah, I'm going to be very disappointed with the team lineup, to be honest with you, because I thought they were going to put my team out. Last week I got it bang on last week, and then this week it wasn't correct. So, but listen, guys, whatever team Ralph put out today, I've got to say I wasn't disappointed, especially with the performance as well. I thought, as he said on Monday, I thought the two centre back performed very well. I think probably for me, Telles was a bit iffy in certain part of the game, but we won 3-0. You got to be positive with it. Sort of like what they sit there and say, you build sort of, Rome wasn't built in a day. You don't expect us to sort of be on the performance we're at the moment to all of a sudden blowing teams away. It's a progression. It's about building what the foundation now we've got for the new season. And hopefully for the next 3 games, these guys can take that performance into the next 3 games, sign off by going on holiday, coming back, and then getting back to it as well. So that's for me for the game. Anything before we go through some of the comments on Monday?
I'm just very happy. I'm very happy. I want everyone else in the comments to be happy too. Let's just lift us up. We've been through so much, as Rebel and Solo was saying earlier. So the main thing for me is that let's all smile and show our teeth, you know, and be happy with it. I'm loving this right now. I feel good.
Guys, yeah, if you are new to the channel, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. If you are old to the channel, you know what to just give us a like, guys. It doesn't really cost much. 10 in the chat at the moment. And what we're going to be doing now is Amanda's going to go through some of the comments before we go through. So the team lineup we've gone through, guys, it was very brief. As I said, I was only disappointed because Ralph didn't pick my team. But that's about it. But I'm happy with the performance overall.
Okay. Pat Lawless had his debut on Friday. Hopefully it's the first.
Had his debut today as well. He was on the watch along today as well.
Oh, you're joking me?
No, he was on the watch along.
Well, Paddy, you're comfortable now. You've got your seat. So welcome. And Pat, saying good evening. Big smiles all round. We've got Paddy in the house. Paddy saying, agree, Rebel. How bad were Brentford? Oh, God. There's
negativity. We don't have negativity.
All right, here we go. Cosman saying, finally some positivity. Yes. And obviously we've heard from Bath Time. Bath Time's not staying around, but welcome Bath Time and goodbye. Hi. And
he was on the watch along as well.
Are you joking? Wow.
Yeah.
So hopefully you tune in later, Bath Time. Pat saying, not to be negative, but I hope Eric can put some manners on Bruno. Is that some manners? Have him play like Mata and get him to cut out the complaining. Okay, that's a good one. Luca is life, Arsenal fan. How you doing, Luca? Is Luca really life?
It is Luca for life. He was in, to be fair to him, he was in, is it Weymouth? He was doing a blog in Weymouth today. So big up, Luca.
Oh, brilliant. He gets around, Luca. Big up, man. Yeah. So GMS LTD says, what's up, guys? What's up? Yes, Paddy saying, new era, new beginning. Yes, 100%. Love that. Here's Cosman. This is lovely. He says, I needed a channel like United Agenda. Great channel. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Melina's come along, not to gloat, but to pick us up this time around. Arsenal are up there, so she's feeling sweet. And she says, big up to you, Melina. We love you, girl.
Big up.
Matthew Bassett saying, good evening, all. Good evening, Matthew Bassett. Stumpy Candle Top is in the house as well.
What a legend.
You're disappointed. Oh, he's disappointed because Ed Woodward didn't come out onto the pitch and wave at the crowd at the end. Matthew Bassett is saying 3 points. 3 goals, 3 points. We move on to the next game against Brighton on Saturday. Down at Brighton. I might even go. Paddy saying, why didn't we show this intensity a few games ago? We've been top 4 by now. Okay. We got into that. Sue82. But what's the noise that Ronaldo makes when he scores? So from now on, Sue, we will say Sue82. She says golden oldies, Matic, Mata and Ronaldo. Yes, we will discuss them, boys. And Matthew Bassett's talking about the final, the FA Youth Cup final this Saturday. Be there or be square. 50,000 apparently tickets already sold. Box is saying Mata has been underused by Ollie and Ralph, and we get on to that. Miss Melina saying nice to see the smiles on the panel for a change. Yeah, that's right. Box is in the house saying persisting with Rashford's woeful formal season rather than use Mata is our loss. We are laying the foundation, building our house on rock this time, not sand. Sue82 says, so if we had to play Matic more, dropped Maguire, Rashford, could have got top 4. This is the best seen us play all season. And she's laughing, saying crazy. Anyone else in the house? That's a bit. Thank you, guys.
So, move on to the next topic. Obviously, I didn't get it right. I got it wrong. So, that's my disappointment. I'm upset now. I better call Ralph and have a word with him after leaking the team to me on Thursday and giving me the wrong information.
So you have got a hotline.
I got the hotline, yeah. So, did I just give it away? Oh, sorry.
Big reveal.
Oh, secret reveal. Guys, Bruno Fernandes' first goal. Now, watching it. Before Bruno Fernandes' goal, the passes, I've not seen a United team this season had so many passes going forward. Come on, talk to me, guys. What the hell's been going on all season? Why was that a consistent? There was a good 15, 20 passes? Rebel?
Yeah, just before we hit that, sorry, you kind of stalled me there for a second. The one concerning point before the goal was within the first 70 seconds, Manchester United had conceded 2 corners. So that is something that we are going to have to set our defensive feet, I think, a bit quicker as we progress through the new phase under what will be Eric Ten Hag's tenure. I felt that at times under the conductorship of Eriksson, he did make it quite easy to get through the Manchester United layers. And it required then the involvement of your Varans, your David De Gea's and your Lindelofs in order to make interventions to get us out of trouble. That is just a slight criticism because we have to be fair in terms of both angles of the game. Then Dallo actually slipped in a beautiful ball to Ronaldo, but unfortunately Ronaldo slipped. I think you all remember that effort. Yeah. But the Bruno Fernandes goal, that was a thing of absolute beauty. And I think I want to hit you with a quote from Mr. Roy Keane, who I think described this goal perfectly. The movement for Elanga was very positive. There was poor defending, but that's what you want from young players. You've got to mix your game up. When to go short, when to spin. Obviously, it's good ball from Dallo. If you watch the young kid, great movement, just come and go. Defender, poor defending. Ball right into the area. Fernandes, very simple, but very effective. Lovely goal. And he was very, very positive about Elanga's movement in that phase of play.
OMONDI?
Yeah. I want to talk about the goal as well as Roy Keane and Rebel just gave us a great illustration of what happened there. It was lovely. I mean, obviously, because Brentford played 3 centre-backs, this is the thing about what's saying, bath time always goes on about the half space and all that kind of thing. Elanga, you think he's going to play in that touchline. He comes into that half space. The defender has to come in and sort of deal with him and get kind of close. Then you got Rico Henry's wide all the way out there, not tucked in. And suddenly Elanga's shown something which is electric. He obviously come to get the ball. Defender come with him. Okay, you're going there. I'm going to go where you go. Spinning in behind on the outside. See you later. Bam, to the touchline. Showed a lot of pace as well. I love that. And he looked up, and it wasn't an easy ball. He looked up, and by this point, Bruno's looking. He wants his goal record to get up. He saw a good run. He made a good run, and he picked him out. And it wasn't an easy finish. I think the finish was really good as well. You have to give credit to Bruno because that speed and running, at pace and having to slot that home could have gone anywhere. But these guys are professional players, and I really like the goal. It's very simple. Sometimes simple move. Act like you go, spin off in behind, peel off behind the defender. There's a lot of space to work with. And Dallo, you have to give him credit as well. Dinked a nice ball, as Rebel was saying earlier. He played a nice ball for Ronaldo. Mm-hmm. As well. So yeah, it was a really nice goal, and I'm sure everyone jumped off their sofa or their seat. So yeah, happy about it.
Yeah, but the thing is though as well, it's almost like this performance today is almost like a shadow of what these guys been doing. It's sort of like when you see them getting the ball and they, like I said, they're spinning off players and stuff like that. I've not seen a Man United team for the last 2 seasons doing that. Where they're picking the ball up, they're doing the one-touch, ticky-tacky football, getting the ball, spinning, looking for the next pass. It was, I know we're saying it's only against Brentford, but we've got to take some positive from this and just say, this is how we want Manchester United to play. Normally, when you look at us playing, it's very slow. It's backwards. We did do it a few times today, but for me, I look at that. People might say, get the ball forward, push the ball up while we're going backward. It's to retain position. It's just to retain the position to go again, second breath. So for me, we've got to take something away from this game, Brentford or Brentford not. The next game until this season is done, like I said earlier. Today, I thought that's by far our best performance by a country mile of the season so far. That has to be for me. OMONDI?
Well, I think it's close. There's so many things I want to talk about. I'm just itching to go. I'm ready to go. But I want Rebel to fill us in as well. Obviously, we talked about the first goal, obviously, with Elanga coming in and spinning off. So he didn't even have to touch the ball. It's just his off-the-ball movement. And his pace, his raw pace to get down the line. They couldn't catch him, But then we had a chance with Mata, who's playing on the opposite side now. And the ball was played into him on the halfway line. Chest control, killed it dead. Popped it back to Bruno and span off. His timing has run. Is he thinking, Mata can't play, he's old. Matic is old, he can't play. They can't run. But Mata, sorry, I'm getting confused. M&M. Sweet like M&Ms. Feed me more M&Ms, man. I love Matic and Mata. I love them. It's so sweet. So he chested the ball, popped it back to Bruno, span off and gone. And Bruno played a nice ball into his stride. And Mata, you can see his little legs going. He was moving. He's moving at a decent pace for his age. They couldn't catch him, but they were going to catch him. So he had to look up and play a lovely ball across for Ronaldo, who also slotted it home lovely. Unfortunately, it was offside. But that's two two moves from the opposite flanks, where one was raw pace and youth and a bit of intelligence to spin off and go. The other was pop and go with lovely control and chest and go. I wish Rashford was able to do that. Rashford's so electric with pace, but he doesn't. His pace is just too much. It's too fast. He feels it's like his brain's ticking as fast as his legs are going. Slow it down. Slow it down and play like Mata. Let's all be. Can't wait till Sunday football so I can play like Mata. I want a number 10 shirt. I'm going to say to my gaffer, give me a number 10 so I can play just like Mata today. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. But Rebel, I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to go to you obviously next, but I just want to get this before I forget about it. A lot of people sit there, and I know on Monday, you're the one on this channel always says, why do we always need pace? Why we all need players who's got bursts of energies when we can have players who can actually who are intelligent to hold the ball. Like when you look at players like Paul Scholes now, Paul Scholes didn't have no pace, did he? He had something, but he didn't really and truly have that much pace. And for me, with Mata, what I saw Mata done today, Mata controlled the game today. He slowed everything down in some way. He basically picked the game up when he wanted to pick the speed up of the game. And that's what was good about Juan Mata today. But Rebel?
Yeah, I just want to pick up just a few more first half incidences just before we
hold on 1 second, yeah. On Monday, I love it how me and you getting sentimental and he's just going through the first half incidents. Rebel, go on.
Just, I suppose, I have a negative and a positive here. The negative, and again, it's something I think we need to improve because we had a few instances of unpressured giving away of the ball when we didn't need to during the season. This one now was with young Dallo when he was passing back to David De Gea. He went a bit heavy and he ended up giving an unneeded corner. So that's just one kind of item that I think we need to kind of get out of our game because we will, by the nature of the opposition, give away corners or whatever during the process of a game. But we need to get out of these unforced errors. Now, the positive, and this is one of many, many good things that Ronaldo actually done during the 90 minutes. He led by example by making a very important defensive intervention. Do you remember when he chased back and he bundled that ball out? That was absolute quality. There's a lot of other things that we can say about Ronaldo's performance today, but that's just one I wanted to pick up from the first half. And the other thing, just kind of to mention, kind of coming up towards the halftime, just before the Mata the ball into Ronaldo, that was unfortunately ruled offside. Brentford got their fourth corner from Eriksen Cross. At this stage of the game, United had 70% possession. They seem to be playing with a lot of confidence in attack. But again, I think we'll all agree that there is work to do defensively in order to reduce the number of chances and availability of attacks that oppositions get against us, because there will be tougher and sterner tests that we will need to face starting with next season's rebuild.
Yeah. Can I jump in?
Go on.
Right. We're talking about the first half and everything else. So, yeah, just to add to what Rebel was saying there, I'm going to talk Mata again. I can't get his name, he's on my lips right now. Love you, Mata. Look, let's just put it this way. He was in the game. He makes things tick. 1-2 touch passing. Pop, 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 and go. Pop, pop, pop. And not just that, he's orchestrating. From the first 4 minutes, I saw him orchestrating, pointing. No, pass it back. Let's start again. He's not saying, hungry, let's go forward all the time. Pop, pop, 1-2 touch football. And it got to the point where Brentford's just like, I'm not rushing in, because they're just going to pop it off. That kind of thing. It really helps. And this is what's really important. We need to have possession in the opposition's half. When you're in the opposition's half, they're likely to close you down and press a lot more. So to be able to play football comfortably in the opposition half, similar to Man City, that's what they do. They wear you out and think, that's not supposed to happen. How am I supposed to close this guy down? He's just going to pop it off, that sort of thing. Mata, that's what he brings you. And it's a shame. It's a real shame. It's heartbreaking that Mata spent the last 5-6 years at this club and not being utilised to his maximum potential. You've got players like David Silva, who the people say he's one of the best midfielders ever in the Premier League. Matic, we had Mata all this time and we didn't have a system to utilise him. I think Gary Neville in the comments said, this is how disjointed we are. We had bought Fellaini and we bought Mata in the same, soon after. And it's like, well, how does that blend, It just doesn't fit, does it? It doesn't go. It doesn't make any sense. So just to say, Ronaldo, he obviously has that sort of intelligence and everything else. So to have him on the pitch as well and popping it around, they were enjoying themselves out there. Trust me. The only person I felt was like odd man out if anything is shining like a big red light on this guy, was McTominay. He's like, stay out of this 1-2 touch football, bruv. Just sit back and just do the rest defense and wait to pick things up if things go wrong. That's how I felt for him. I felt sorry for him because he ain't got that game for that, you know. So all the fans that enjoyed that kind of football today, they should say this is what we want to see more often. And finally, it's not like long balls. You can play short passes and build like that. If you remember, there's a chance in the 31st minute where Ronaldo and Mata pop around the box. A nice 1-2 touch passing, and Mata had a right foot shot, just went wide. It's so beautiful. I mean, you have to applaud this kind of football, and this is what we want to see going forward, where we can stand up and say that's fantastic and that's simple and effective football.
Yeah. So, guys, quick one. I'm going to go through as well. The first, like the 25 minutes in, that penalty, Ronaldo, the first one. Sorry, Ronaldo went down in the box rather than, I think, to be honest with you, I thought he could have stayed up on his feet in the 25 minutes. I don't know what you guys thought about that.
I think there's the perfect contrast in the second half. Without going into the incident, you saw a coming together where there was a result that was different, and we can talk about that incident as we're debating the second half.
Yeah, we can do. Yeah, I was just going into the first, like the 20 thingy when he went down in the box, where I thought if he stayed up on his feet, he could have scored it.
Yeah, I agree. And I think he could have stayed on his feet by virtue of the evidence of that second half coming together, because he clearly could have withstood that challenge and possibly got a shot on target at the very least and worked the keeper. Yeah,
maybe, but still, it was a lovely move to get open it up. Because remember, it's 1-2 touch, and then Mata played the ball around the corner for him, and it was off the ball running as well. Do you see what I'm saying? It's really nice. When you're playing with intelligent players like that, it's like sometimes Mata would pass you the ball, and you have to go. Do you know what I'm saying? It's sort of pass it off to say, I want to return, or it's going to be a 1-2 touch. When you build like that, it just becomes infectious. And they were all infected with that same disease today. Not a disease that's killing our club, but a disease about beautiful football. You know? Thank you, Mata. He's the remedy.
You know what you're saying though as well, Monday? It's about Scott. And like I said, I got no gender against Scott. I think Scott and when they play together, they're the engine, but they're not Man United sort of first team player. They're like a squad player, like, you know, for a couple of FA Cups here, there, and everywhere. But I just think when I looked at Scott today, and I think in the game he tried about 2 or 3 little flicks. They didn't come off, but he did. At least he tried. You got to give him, like, you know, 5 out of 10 for effort. They just didn't work.
There's a film called The Big Lebowski, and he says, Donnie, you're out of your... Anyway, it'll be like, Scotty, you're out of your effing element, man. Just go and sit down, you know, that sort of thing.
Know your roles.
Don't try that.
Know your roles.
Yeah, know your role and shut the F up. Yeah. That sort of
so, okay, I'm on there. There's loads of comments going through at the moment. Would you mind just hitting some of them?
All I'm seeing is matter.
Love matter on the channel tonight.
Matter. That's what everyone's talking about. Yes, so the starting here. Yasuha from Ghana, you know, and hopefully we're talking about Ghana and Joel Garner next season. Not Joel Garner, he's a great Barbados 6'9" bowler with an average of 20 for West Indies. Well, we're talking about James Garner, you know, not the actor, but James Garner. Welcome all the way from Ghana. How you doing, bro? Nice to see you. To see you, nice. And Tyrone Williams in the house. So Tyrone, I'm glad he turned up to join the party. He's saying here, Jan Mata is showing us class before he leaves, and it hurts, doesn't it? It really hurts. And he's also saying good evening, so thank you. Paddy's saying agree 100% with Solo, but yes, it was good, but in the last two, it's only in the last 2 games. You have to have laser precision on the performance. Tyrone Williams
building it.
Saying I can't wait till next season. Let's see if Eric can do it. Let's all get excited about the players he will sign as well, and the football. I want to say hi to Bill Baggio. Baggio, one of the greatest players I've seen in my time. And Bill, some of the TV series on the he's saying good evening, everyone in the chat, and hopefully we see you after, Bill, to have a good chat about the game. In the comments, obviously. Tyrone saying, I like Varane, be my favourite defender for many years, but I hope there's injuries behind him. Yes, us too. Again, Tyrone said Mata is really good. I don't think he's as good as Silva. Still a good player who was too often played out of position, though. Cosman's saying, first time I realised how good Mata is. It's good. Quality. Mata is a Champions League winner. Tyrone saying, Bruno Fernandes can learn a lot from Mata. Keeping it simple works the most of the time. That's brilliant. Paddy saying OMONDI, Moyes didn't have a plan at that time when he bought Fellaini and Mata. I think he's just trying to say around that time. Mike Green's in the house. How you doing? Mike Green was on our show the other day. He's saying watching that performance and wanted more at full time. We all did. Yeah, our belly's full of lovely football. Bill Badger is saying Mata has won everything at club and international level. Mike Green saying he loves the Man United agenda. He likes and he wants to come on more often when the season is better when it's better next season. Tyron saying Mata has won everything international level, but he wasn't starting in the 11 like Silva and Iniesta. We saw the golden generation 10 years ago. They were amazing. Talk about the Spanish squad, beautiful players. What a generation. Bill Badger said he's still got the medals and would have helped the team. So it's all about Mata. And Bill's saying thank you, sir. No, thank you, Bill, for all the great contributions you give to the
and
channel.
Bill already replied to all your message already. He's on it already on the if you want to go on to the YouTube link and just have a conversation, Bill's always there to have a conversation with you as well. So just go on after the show. He's always there. Okay, so the next topic sorry, we're going to go into now. Rebel is controlling the topic things that I believe. Ronaldo and Varane second goal. Now let's go into it. So obviously we know about the Ronaldo, the penalty as well. Again, guys, we're going to go to Mata again, aren't we? This is about Mata again, isn't it? All about one Mata today. Wow, Mata is getting all the plaudits. And they start to play again for the goal. I've got to say, for Ronaldo's goal, it was a corner that came in originally from Brentford. It came in and it was like a ping ball. And Ronaldo sort of, is it a backheeled it or something like that? And then the break happened and Ronaldo then obviously got the ball and from Mata to Ronaldo, won the penalty and got the penalty. But that's the determination this season. Well, in this one game you've seen from Ronaldo. So like what they said earlier on the commentary, Ronaldo has already spoken to Ten Hag and said, I am in this team next season. I am here to stay, to bang in these goals. So let's kickstart Rebel, that goal.
Yeah. I just, again, want to hit briefly just some, I suppose, defensive plaudits for a change. There was a few instances, Eriksen drawing a foul from Matic when he got past him, put a shot in and goal, good work from De Gea. Brentford started to push offensively and put in a good ball towards Eriksen. Lindelof, again, had the presence of mind to get head on ball and get it away from Eriksen. And United were under pressure, and again, De Gea put a great save from Tony this time. But the one player I'm going to have to give a little bit of a whacking to before we get into the goal is McTominay. There was a clearance at one point where instead of booting it far down the field, releasing the pressure, it was a short kind of grubbered type kick that pretty much put us immediately on the back pedal again. So he needed to do better with that. But no, that ball, Ronaldo, what we saw there from Ronaldo was some great strength. Before he kind of darted into the goalwards, he bodied that defender. That defender was swatted out of the way. Ronaldo was not letting anyone have that ball but Ronaldo. And then he obviously got a bit petulant, the defender, said he'd have a nibble of Ronaldo, and there was only one result. Referee pointed the penalty spot, and CR7, coolies alike, sent keeper wrong way and banged it into the net.
On Monday?
Rebel, do you think Bruno would have asked to take the penalty?
No, he gave the ball to him. He gave the ball to him.
Oh, he did he?
Okay.
After what happened last time, that's a no-no then. Yeah, I really enjoyed that goal. Dallo coming down the right, raiding. I thought he played okay today. Slotted a nice ball down the channel for him. Ronaldo got there. Obviously, Ronaldo has got that electric. He lost the yards, surely, but it's the time of the run as well that really helps. And like you said, upper body strength. Get to the gym, you know. Where's your membership card for the gym? Get off me. And poor Rico was a bit embarrassed, wasn't he? And he tried to come back. And then Ronaldo showed his intelligence, knew he was coming, waited for the contact, and went down. You know, this is something Alanga could have done against maybe Atletico Madrid. One of these games we had recently where I felt Alanga could have gone down, maybe against Arsenal.
I believe it's Atletico Madrid, the first leg, he could have gone down. I think it could. I think it's Atletico.
I think it was Old Trafford. I think it was Old Trafford. Can't remember, but Alanga was through. Oh, it's the one with Tavares at Arsenal. That's what it was. Alanga was gone through. Tavares beat Tavares' place, got into the box. Tavares coming from behind. He should have felt him and gone down. This has been an experience, isn't it? And yeah, I love that goal. And obviously there was there was another movement between Matic, sorry, he dinked the ball. So we had a lot of possession. Remember, when you've got ball possession near half, it really helps. You can create chances and you get your head up and you see, oh my God, everything's opened up because our movement's so good. If spaces are created and people are making off-ball runs. This will happen again. We saw the goal that Ronaldo scored when Matic chipped it in for him the other day and he slotted it in. That was one of the best goals of the season for Ronaldo. And the same happened today. Matic had time and he always looks up when he plays. It's a sign of a good player. You don't have to look down at your feet all the time. You can look up, observe what's going on. He dinked the ball over and Bruno made a good run and unfortunately took it a bit wide and slotted it wide as well. So we did see pick up again. The same kind of fluid kind of football was happening in the second half. But obviously, yeah, Ronaldo scored that goal. And obviously, we scored from a corner, God damn it. I mean, what this is?
Veron's first goal as well. First goal.
4 corners this year. You know, we were getting run out of town, but people saying we can't score corners. We'll take that.
Yeah, actually, and I do want to give credit to Varane before he got his goal. There was a possession where Telles gave away the ball on Tony. And again, Varane had the presence of mind to come in, make that interception, and get the danger away. But I think Varane deserved his goal because he was robbed by a certain Harry Maguire from getting his debut goal a few games back. But I think he would say that he was fortunate that the deflection kind of carried the ball away from the keeper, but he's not going to care. He opened his account with Manchester United, and all credit to him because I think on the day, his performance deserved that goal.
Yeah. And Bill, you're right. It was on a volley as well. It was on a volley, his goal. So we'll take it. Take it. Guys, 7 in the chat, 20 likes. I know it's late and everyone's probably in bed now, but hit that like and share and subscribe button. For me, like, again, we're going to go into, when you look at set pieces and you see, I think Brentford was up there as well amongst the numbers when it comes to set piece, and you couldn't see United was nowhere to be seen in the set piece rank. It's massive as well because I think even Man City and Liverpool scored more set piece this season than what we have as well. You have Wolves up there as well. You've got Brentford up there. So the set piece coach, obviously, well, I don't know what they've been doing all season. Or should I say, the one game we actually turned up for, we actually scored a set piece.
And I think, interestingly as well, kind of in combination with that, there has been a lock and stock review of the health and fitness care that is being undertaken for players, because clearly this season we've had major issues with keeping players healthy and fit, and we are seeing the breakdown with soft tissue issues, etc. And that does need to be explained, because you cannot run a football team if your players are breaking down because of just ordinary training.
Wasn't there a quote as well from Ralph Rangnick? I think, who did we lose to? Was it Liverpool? Was it Liverpool game we lost? We lost to someone, and he came out and said something about the medical staff or something like that regarding the medical staff.
Yeah, he wanted to review it with them as to why they were getting so many injuries.
Yeah. Because, as I said, playing against Arsenal, was it Arsenal we played against, or was it Chelsea? And Arsenal, I think it was, and he actually had a notebook of how many players we had out injured. It just shows, doesn't it?
You compared that to Louis van Gaal, didn't you? Because he said Louis van Gaal.
Louis van Gaal used to do that all the time. Yeah, he used to just come up with a notebook.
I've mentioned this before, but like Varane had a good run for the last few seasons. So that's why we weren't too concerned about his injury record. But it's to do with the medical staff at Real Madrid, as you see with Ramos as well. They kept them going for a long time, and it shows the quality of medical staff and why it's so important to have that good quality staff within your club. You know, so that was great. Just to add for the second half as well, I like Ralph. I really do like Ralph. I know Barthan done a show today where a 20-minute piece where he talked about why he doesn't like Ralph. And I could do the same, talking about how much I love Ralph. I really think he's done well. Substitution. So obviously he brought on Jones and he brought on Fred as well, your boy. Fred, and they changed. That meant the system had to change. We went to a back three, went light for light with Brentford, and that was just a sharp shop. And obviously say, well, come on us now. You're going to have to deal with this new shape that we've got, and you're not going to get the same sort of space that you did previously, like you said about the wide wingers were getting a lot of space. That was cancelled out as soon as we went to a back five kind of thing. And then obviously we had Tomley, Fred, and Bruno in the midfield, and Cavani came on up front with Ronaldo, which was nice. He had a good opportunity.
Cavani came on weren't even memorable.
That's his last game.
Yeah.
And we have to assess. Yeah, we have to assess these guys because a lot of people's last games at Old Trafford, isn't it?
Yeah. Amanda, would you mind going through some of the comments and then before we move on?
There's not many because we just do the usual.
13 and likes, guys. Just give us. It sounds like we're very low, but we're not low. We actually got a smile on the agenda today. So just hit that like, share, and subscribe button, guys. We are smiling. So only 21, 12 in the chat. Come on, hit that like button.
Brief conversation. Yeah, that's right. Press the like, guys. Tyrone saying, and Mata has won at all international level, and talk about Spain again. The medals, obviously, we've discussed this already, but going on to the real new comments, it's Mata again. They're saying it's the Mata show. That's Matthew Bassett. Mike Green saying he's one beautiful Juan. How do you pronounce it? I don't know. Say Juan Mata. Juan. How do you
Juan
Mata. Mike Green again said Ronaldo is not quick, however, he makes intelligent runs to make himself look quicker. That's a really good point. Mike Green's also saying it's the one against Arsenal on Monday. Oh yes, you're talking about Ilanga with Tavares. Just about. I'm getting old, Mike. You're young. Your brain thinks a lot faster than mine for sure. Bill Badger's going, wasn't Varane's got a goal very technically good with a volley? And we totally agree. Luke has got a couple of comments here. Finally, he just says Ronaldo only turns up against Arsenal. Then he scored 3 or 4 against them this season, isn't he? And big up Mike. And they're talking about the Newport game. Mike travelled to Newport.
Yeah, big up,
and Port Bell the other day as well, didn't he, Mike?
Yeah.
So big
Saw
up.
your blog as well, mate. Really good.
Man.
So guys, if you're watching, as I said, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And let's go on to the main topic now. The main topic. Farewell for Matic and Juan Mata. Cavani has been a good servant. The first season was at Old Man United. I don't think it's going to be Ronaldo's last game. So, guys, let's go to the farewell first, and let's go to your boy and give us a little insight about obviously cost United 35 million, I believe. Matic cost United 35 million. Again, he's another player at Man United. He didn't really when he came in. I think he came in on a Jose, didn't he?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I think he came on a Jose. I believe he came on a Jose, and I don't think he sort of. I can remember him scoring. I can't remember who he scored. I think we were like 0-0 or 1-0 down or something like that. And he scored some cracking volley. But I can't. Guys, in the comments, if you can remember who Juan Mata scored. I'm like on Monday now.
Age.
Yeah. If you can remember Matic scoring that goal against and what game it was. That volley he scored, and literally I was going crazy because we needed that. We needed either to draw it or to win it. I can't remember whether we win or draw. But for me,
Palace 2018.
Yeah, there you go. And it's that volley, that ridiculous volley he scored. So now let's go to obviously on Monday, because on Monday is the defense. On Monday is the defense of Matic. So on Monday, I like Matic. I just think his legs are gone, but give me a 26, 27-year-old Matic, and he can walk in straight in that team. Even though his age, and I'm saying he's about this slow and whatnot, he's technically still our best midfield player at United.
Do unicorns exist?
I'll have a dream tonight and think about it.
Can Matic play 3 games in a row?
He can. He's proven that.
So let's not believe in myths, guys. This is a myth. Matic is a class player. If you play the right team, like today, when you're strolling out there with great players around him, Mata, Ronaldo, Bruno, all these guys, when he can play a nice game of football, keep possession, he looks good. I know Rebels suggested that Ericsson got in front of him, but he's done the right thing, professional foul, pull him back, cards. Yeah, that's what he do. It happens to us all, So I think he's been a good servant for the club. But we're going to move on to the other player, underused and not really valued for what he really is. I think he's very technically good. He played, like I said earlier, he plays with his head up. He can drift around the pitch with the ball at his feet and pop it off and play it very simple. It's very elegant. He's like a Rolls Royce, And I think we need to get out of this. I'm not saying anyone's uneducated, but we need to get out of these myths like saying, oh, he's old, too old or whatever. You got Ronaldo playing at 37 years old. I mean, you got Fernandinho playing the last year, the year before at 34, 35, outstanding. It's about the system. It's about playing in a team where your teammates help you. It's not a single man sport. He's got teammates around him to help him. You've got to look at people's strengths and weaknesses and get the best out of someone. I think Matic has been really underused. I think it's all right bringing in McTominay and all these other guys, but they can't play football on the same level. When I say football, I mean like, they can run maybe and do all that, but that's not effective. You need players like Matic who can be utilised. I'm very interested for these 3 players, what they do next. And we might be seeing highlight reels of them playing really well in another league, being utilised to the best of their ability. That's something we haven't done. So Matic, as a player of that same stature,
Roma,
I love you. I think you're a very good player, been a good servant for the club at a time when it's been really poor for us. And you've probably been our best midfielder over the last 5-6 years since you've been there, technically and intelligent, as one of the most intelligent players out there as well. So I salute you. You get salute from me.
Rebel?
Yeah, I suppose he's played 126, I think 127 times for the club after today, scored 2 goals, which is more than he's played for Chelsea. So he's played over 50% of his career at Manchester United in the English Premier League. He was super impressive. At that first 2 seasons were incredible with Matic, and he was absolutely phenomenal. And I suppose it's not so much a Matic criticism as a Manchester United criticism, in that I feel that our game management of players has been lacking to an extent at Manchester United. We saw it with Bruno Fernandes over the last 2 seasons, where he was falling down by the end of the season because we were so reliant on what he brought to the table that eventually there was no more gas left in the tank. So I think that probably is one thing that maybe could have been done better for Matic in order to prolong his career and get us more high-quality performances out of him. Mata, again, I suppose looking at his last 2 seasons, he's been kind of the forgotten man. I think they said this was his first start since he started the final game of last season's Premier League. So, again, I suppose you got to ask yourself.
You started against Young Boys.
Premier League game.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
But you got to ask yourself, I suppose, what was the plan with regards Matt around the squad? Did they have him in a mentoring role? What were they intending to utilise him for? Because they did not seem to utilise him within the playing staff. And on the evidence of, as you would say, on the eye test tonight, you would have to ask yourself why that was the case now at this point, because he clearly cut open inroads, and with proper setting up of our back line, combined with maybe utilising him a bit better through the season, maybe we wouldn't have been talking about trying to get the Europa League qualification spot. Maybe we'd be saying, okay, Arsenal, we're here, we're on your tail. 4th spot is not entirely yours at this point, but obviously it's very easy to sit here in hindsight and say that that would have been effective. Cavani, unfortunately, injuries just took their toll this season. And obviously with the arrival of our star boy, Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo, he kind of fell back in the pecking order when we were only using that one forward. So I suppose he will be frustrated with his input this season. He would be frustrated with being out injured so much. And I think overall, you still have to say that Cavani was a success at Man United based on last season. And you have to clearly say, wish him all the best. They have been great servants to the club. Obviously, Cavani over less time, but we have to thank him for it. But the last one, I'm going to touch on it real briefly, is we saw a bit of a rolling back of the years from Cristiano Ronaldo today. We saw some flicks, we saw some tricks, we saw that right cheeky smile that is associated with Cristiano Ronaldo. I was half waiting for him to wink at one point after getting a decision, to be honest with you. And I suppose we as Man United fans will hope that he does commit to next season, because looking at his son, he seems to be an excellent talent as well, and keeping Ronaldo's name ingrained along with Rooney and a few others ingrained at Manchester United can only benefit Manchester United. So here's to hoping that cheeky wry winking Ronaldo is sitting around next season causing mayhem and making people remember his name.
Well said, Rebel.
Well said. Omondi, you want to do anything? Because I already gone through what I think of Mata. I just think Mata for me has been sort of, if you could have sit there right now and look back and roll back the years, I do not understand why the managers didn't find a position or build Man United team around Juan Mata. That's how good Juan Mata is. I remember when he used to play for Chelsea, and I used to sit there and I was like, oh my God, Juan Mata. You know, used to be fearful going up against Juan Mata. When we signed Juan Mata, I was so excited, you know, but then it's a case of LVG basically, I don't know what went wrong when LVG came in. He did play him quite a lot, but he played him like on the right wing, really and truly, when he came to United. But with Louis van Gaal, I thought he could have probably adapted and play him in with that position. I know, Amanda, you keep talking about the pace and this, and I think that's what the problem was with Man United, and I think that's what's wrong for a lot of our fans. A lot of our fans thinking because you got pace, burst of pace and things like that, you're intelligent, but not a lot of players with pace are intelligent. Look at, say, Ronaldo. Ronaldo's probably with pace at United. I know earlier you said something, Bath time, about rolling back the years with Ronaldo. Ronaldo tonight looks like the 18-year-old Ronaldo I remember coming to United with that burst of little energy, that little, you know, those little runs. At one point, I looked at him and I thought, oh, I think he's done a hammy here. I think that's it. I think that's it. And he limped a little bit, but then all of a sudden, next thing I know, he's normal again because Ronaldo knows he's only, 2 or 3 goals away from sort of, he can still get the golden boot. So, you know, Ronaldo is going to try and play injured or not injured in the next few games.
And I think he's looking for, is it plus 20 in the league campaign?
To break a record, yes. If he gets 20, yeah. Amanda, you want to touch up on anything there at all?
You guys have said it brilliantly. I can't really add anything to that. All I just want to say is, Matic, because obviously we know they're definitely leaving. Cavani,
apparently it's almost a guaranteed done deal, Boca Junior.
Okay, well, good. Good luck to Cavani as well. He's a world-class talent. Unfortunately, injuries, hampered him this season. But
wink. Injury, wink. Ronaldo's wink, yeah.
Eminem, Matic and Mata, very intelligent players, and it's nice to have them around. Mata's a very nice guy. I don't know him personally, but he, like Herrera and all these guys, they come to this country, they stay, they settle in, they enjoy, they sit on the bench, they coach, they talk to the young players, all this kind of thing. A really good professional as well. So not just his talent, I could talk about his talent for days, but a very good professional player and very nice man to have around the club. So I salute you.
Guys, listen, if you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share and subscribe button. I'm Solo. Thank you guys for all the comments today, and Paddy with the last one. Man United 3, Brentford 0, and this was probably one of our best game of the season. I know on Monday is going to say the Tottenham game because I know he went to the Tottenham game, so I think that's going to be the highlight for him. But my highlight was this game. We did beat Brentford 3-1 at their ground. I was there, but I didn't celebrate. I was upset. I was too cold. So, guys, from us at the Man United Agenda, we will be back tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. as always. So make sure you tune in, like, share, and subscribe. Solo, Rebel on Monday. From us, good night.